First, let's take a look at the planning of the floor plan. To do this, I go to the File, New menu and can load a ElementsCAD template. Next, I choose the M150 level. Because we want to create the floor plan in a 150 scale. In the top right, we have our reference plan size, which we can toggle on or off for orientation purposes. According to our plan, we have a size of. Double-click rectangle with 14,000 mm and in Y 8,500 mm. I can click on the center and offset the center here. I hide the sheet in the upper right, and based on this rectangle, I can now draw my walls. Depending on the module, we either have in the ElementsCAD tool group or in the Architecture tool group the required walls. Here, in the Architecture tool group or in ElementsCAD, I choose the Walls tool. Now, in the method line, I enter the wall thickness, in this case, 22.5, and wall height 2500. In the method line, we have guidelines. If I take the third method clockwise, the wall is pulled downward because the mouse cursor corresponds to the red dots, and unfortunately, in ElementsCAD, we don't have a preview of the wall thickness, but the result is exactly the same. If I later increase the thickness here, let's say I enter a larger value, okay, now I enter 400, we can see that the change goes in both directions, so it's recommended to enter the correct value right from the beginning, and then proceed with drawing the wall points. I'll save the whole thing and enter the name Elements Exercise 01. Next, let's look at the remaining walls. The recommendation here is to work with reference points. I simply place a point in the corner and can then move it according to the drawing by 4.575 mm. I place another point on it, move this point by plus 22.5, create another point, and move this point by 4.305. Oh, a small mistake, big effect. Of course, I can set more points here. You can also use fewer points. Now, I move vertically and make a displacement of plus 5.605 mm, and create another point by moving it by plus 22.5. Now, we set more reference points at a distance of plus 2,130 mm, and another wall by plus 22.5, in the corner vertically in Y by minus 1,000 mm. Then, I select the wall again, so I can start here again and place my wall with a double click. I now alternatively draw the walls using the function from the Architecture tool group. Here, I also set the wall thickness, and now I draw these walls with a double click. I have control in the info palette. The height is also 2500. I create another horizontal wall, similar to the walls for the bathroom option. I can align the reference point here, and then with another click, complete the wall.